Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I'm Zia Jaffery and I welcome you to the second episode of Strategic Bites. Today I'm going to discuss Pakistan's mediatory role in the Middle Eastern conflict between Saudi Arabia and Iran. I'll briefly touch upon three elements of this mediation which are noteworthy and they merit attention. I'll first talk about why Pakistan's mediatory efforts at this time are important for the country. I'll then talk about what Pakistan wants to achieve in and from its shuttle diplomacy in the Middle East, and then I'll briefly talk about the short-term benefits that Pakistan can gain. Starting from my first point, at a time when New Delhi is trying to tell the world that Pakistan is isolated, Pakistan is a rogue actor, Pakistan is the instigator of terrorism, and Pakistan is a pariah state that is causing trouble in the region. Pakistan's efforts in resolving or even trying to resolve one of the potentially most devastating conflicts, not only in the region but which has grievous ramifications for places other than this region, is a step in the right direction. Trying to resolve a conflict between two bastions of the Muslim Ummah shows that Pakistan stands for peace within and peace without. Pakistan, instead of falsely being accused as an instigator of terrorism, is standing for peace and it wants to play its role in putting out fires in the Muslim world, and if those fires are allowed to spread, it not only disturbs Pakistan and the region, but also it has its implications elsewhere. So at this time, it's very important for Pakistan to portray itself as a credible actor, one that has geopolitical clout, regardless of its weak economy, weakness in other areas. It also is important to understand that Pakistan is being deemed of as a very credible actor and a very balanced actor, I must say, because both warring parties in Saudi Arabia and Iran have reposed a great deal of trust in Prime Minister Imran Khan's role as a mediator. Both have expressed their desires to work with him and to accept his arbitration in good stead. Just yesterday, Foreign Minister of Iran, Mr. Javad Zarif, went on to say that he is willing to fly to Riyadh to negotiate with the Saudi government in such a difficult time and in such an explosive situation. Him saying this is quite meaningful. He also went on to say that he is in regular contact with Prime Minister Imran Khan regarding the Yemen crisis. So all this augurs well for Pakistan, not only in regard optics but also in substance, because here are two countries which are at loggerheads with each other, but they are trusting one person and one country that can help resolve a very incendiary conflict. The other element which needs to merit a lot of attention, but it is not, unfortunately, is the Iranian American angle. Prime Minister Khan has repeatedly said that President Trump sought his help to restart negotiations with Iran in the ever simmering nuclear crisis between the two countries. Now, this is important in more ways than one. Firstly, we need to understand that Pakistan US relations were long marred by widening mistrust, and both countries resorted to recrimination against each other. So Trump seeking Pakistan's help in resolving one of the most important foreign policy challenges that his administration faces shows that the trust deficit between both countries is fast reducing. And this not only has a bearing on Pak-US relations, but also on Pakistan's image as a country that wants peace and as a country that can deliver on peace, not only as a country that previously was used as a conduit to launch wars. Now Pakistan is being seen by the US as a channel to resolve long-standing wars and to play a part in averting a potential war. So Pakistan's efforts in the peace process in Afghanistan, along with the initiation of this shuttle diplomacy, augur well for not only Pak-US relations but Pakistan's image in the eyes of the US and other powers as well. Another important question that needs to be discussed and answered is what Pakistan wants to achieve. It's important to understand that people who say that it's difficult for Pakistan to bring these two countries together is a valid critique. But it's only valid so long as we expect Pakistan to once and for all resolve the perennial ideological, religious conflicts between Saudi Arabia and Iran. It is unreasonable to expect Pakistan to do that. Pakistan does not have the prowess to resolve the long-standing conflict. Pakistan, for its part, only wants one thing for now, which was clearly enunciated by the Prime Minister during his visit to Iran. Pakistan wants both Saudi Arabia and Iran not to fight a war, because a fight between these two brotherly Islamic countries is going to be devastating for both the countries, the region, and obviously Pakistan because of geographical proximity, because of our long-standing ties with both countries, especially Saudi Arabia. So Pakistan is trying its best to help dissipate the clouds of war hovering over the Middle East. If Pakistan manages to somehow reduce the chances of war in the Middle East in the days to come, we could say that shuttle diplomacy is a success. And this is what Pakistan wants for now. Pakistan, let me make one thing clear, Pakistan cannot and Pakistan is not seeking to make sure that all the conflicts between Saudi Arabia and Iran emanating from decades old rivalry will be resolved by this effort of Prime Minister Khan and Pakistan. So now with this, it's quite understandable that regardless of the results of this shuttle diplomacy, there are a lot of advantages for Pakistan, both in regard the messaging and also in regard the policy at the substantive level. Pakistan has tried to remain in the middle when it comes to the Saudi-Iranian conflict. It has tried to remain clear of the conflict because taking a partisan approach is not in the interest of Pakistan. But that balanced approach has come under stress and will increasingly come under more stress because of a variety of factors like Pakistan's dependence on Saudi Arabia for oil and for even aid, and the fact that Saudi Arabia has started investing in Pakistan's CPEC projects and along the Gwadar port. So this period of mediation gives Pakistan a much needed breathing space. Pakistan can continue playing down the middle and continue being a balanced actor in the Middle East without many strings and pulls. And if gradual progress is made, if expectations are kept low, Pakistan can manage to forge relations with both countries and win over the trust of both countries, and regardless of whatever happens in the process of mediation or regardless of whether Pakistan can achieve its single point agenda, Pakistan would be in a comfortable position to play the way it has been playing in the Middle East. So this is it from me today. I look forward to seeing you in my next episode next week. Also, there's an announcement The show will be hosted on the channel Strategic Bites at YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to that. I look forward to seeing you next week, inshallah.
न्यूज़पेपर ना ई पेपर, अब चलेगा वी पेपर। हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और अपने प्ले स्टोर से डाउनलोड करें वी पेपर एप्लीकेशन।